Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Why are you putting my cookies away? I'm hungry. I want my cookies. Come on. We're going through Hope right now. Headed eastbound. Can I get a cookie? What the? Okay. Chocolate chunk cookies. Come on. How can you go wrong with chocolate chunk cookies? We're eastbound. Highway 3 currently. Through Hope. Let's go do the Coquihalla in its entirety. So this will be a long video. Water bottle fell. Thought that was secured in there, but apparently not. Gotta have my cookie. Make sure I don't take the exit here. I'm so used to always taking the exit here. Just watch me make the take the wrong road. Serving Canada, USA, and Mexico. Cord Transportation Limited. Really, North America. Literally all of North America. Yeah, we got a heavy load of bricks and bagged concrete, like the small bags of cement or, yeah. Most of it is the bagged stuff, so I gotta tarp all that. There's a little bit there that doesn't have to be tarped, but most of it's tarped. Cookie, one, two more cookies. Give me that one and one, just give me the cookie. If I have those two cookies, I think that's a small defected one there. Why do I get the small defected one? Unacceptable.
I'll make it smaller, give it back.
You'll make it smaller. Weather's looking a little stormy. As long as it stays rain up there and not snow, I'm happy. I was thinking we'd get to Kelowna like at 5 p.m. But we sat there for over 2 hours at the loading spot just for them to try to figure out the paperwork. Once they started loading us, it went pretty quick, but we were the first truck there, and all these other trucks came past us and got loaded and went on their own way. Couldn't figure the paperwork out. I had to keep calling the customer to figure it out. That does not happen very often. Most of the time I'm in and out, hardly any waiting time, but that was certainly a long wait time. But dispatch says I can track time and I get paid by the hour during that time, so whatever. Here, let's change lanes. What is that? That looked like some kind of import. Some kind of fancy-schmancy car.
It's a car.
Yes, you're right, it's a car.
That's what it was.
Speed limit's still 110 here, so I gotta remember that. It's easy to speed down this little hill. It's actually a fairly steep hill going through the rock cut. They need to fix this bridge, it's bumpy. I made a silly mistake yesterday. I think I told you guys my my coolant is leaking. So Internationals have a special molded hose that goes into the engine for the coolant, so they can't just put any hose on it, and that hose is leaking quite a bit, putting in half a jug. So that's what, 2 liters a day. Keep that fan on. I need that raw big horsepower right now. I was in the shop on the weekend to have it fixed, but they didn't have that special hose. So I'm losing water. So I gotta stop and top it off a couple times a day. Well, you know what? Twice a day. Really, only twice a day. I probably check it more some days, especially in the beginning of the week I was checking it more. But I usually check it midday, top it off. I can do that all I want. I'm not sticking my finger up my nose. But anyway, I pulled over sometime yesterday and topped off the washer fluid. And then last night, when we stopped at Modern, I opened the hood we took off all the tarps and all that. Takes half an hour. I'm like, well, the engine should be cool enough to go see if I can top off coolant. And there was no lid on it. Lost my coolant reservoir cap. Oops. So I stopped to Chilliwack at R. James. Got a new cap. Luckily this truck continues driving without a cap. The computer doesn't like it, but it lets me drive. There are some trucks where it just shuts the engine off. Just said tin foil and a rubber band would fix it. It would temporarily fix it. Probably would. Okay, let's set cruise control here. Just relax a bit before the big climb, the big, slow, painful climb. I wasn't paying attention to big digital signs.
Space station had a power outage today.
Jess says the space station had a power outage too. That's serious up there. Like I guess there's backups and stuff, but power outage would, that's like life and death up there. I mean, power outage can be life and death down here on Earth, let alone in a spaceship. It's not really a ship, space station. So on the weekend, Jess was shopping. I was at home doing paperwork. I asked her to buy us some multivitamins.
Yeah.
She was in the store. You have them within reach?
Yeah.
I'll show you guys. She's in the store and she texted me and goes, "What kind of vitamins do you want? Like what?" I'm like, "Flintstones." She goes, "No, really, what kind of vitamins do you want?" I'm like, "Flintstones." She goes, "No, really. What kind of vitamins do you want?" You can't reach them? That's fine. So guess what? She bought Flintstone chewable vitamins. It's awesome. Having fun chewing on Flintstones. I don't know why, but it's funny. There they are. Flintstones. Chewables. Only one daily. I haven't had mine today. Here, I'll let you open the child-proof lid and give me my Flintstone chewable. I haven't seen the car yet. I remember the car as a kid. There's an essential truck with Tolko, so he's coming from Kelowna. What's the dinosaur's name? I don't remember the dinosaur's name, but I got the dinosaur. There we go. Got my chewable Flintstone. It was awesome. I think it's like candy. Flavor is quite unique. Definitely brings back memories. You didn't see a car in there? I remember they used to have a car in there, but maybe they've gotten rid of the car. Who knows? Sometimes it's a disadvantage to be short.
Yeah.
I would understand. Was it yesterday or the day before? When we were loading, it was probably the day before.
Yeah.
2 days ago when we were loading, there were bricks in Vancouver. And for the straps, I would just reach to the top and then roll the strap over. Just give it a little fling and it would unroll. Normally when you're strapping down, you got to reach back and throw them way over. Tall ones, you got to almost jump to get them over top. But these shorter pallets, I can just reach the top and then kind of flick the unrolls the whole thing over and plops off the other side. Another truck driver comes by and he just goes, "Man, you're tall." And then he just went off on his way. It's like, what? Oh, yeah, I do things like this. I can reach the top.
In all fairness, I could have thrown a strap.
You could have easily thrown straps over that, no problem. You can throw straps over the belly wrap.
Yeah.
Full size, you would have issues, but the belly wrap size height, you can do that. Well, doesn't look like we're climbing yet, but we're climbing. I'm losing speed. Kind of nice to have all the trees starting to fill in.
Waterfall.
Little waterfalls here and there.
Really don't see bears unless you're lucky to see them.
Yeah, you don't really see a lot of wildlife at all down here. You'll see the occasional moose or bear, but it's usually way down on the river. So if you look over here on the right-hand side, look down the river. Sometimes way down the river, also we'll see something. But most of the animals stay away from the highway itself.
I remember my favorite bear moment.
Your favorite bear moment?
The mom with the cubs in the river.
Oh yeah, Mama Bear was crossing the river and two cubs were following Mama through the river. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, it's starting to rain. Starting to rain. Okay, why are you following me? Does that irritate you guys as well? When somebody catches up with you really rapidly and then they just stay behind you? It's a 4-lane highway. Just pass me. A different rig is passing now, but the minivan is just hanging out behind me. I'm doing 85 and 120 kilometer zone. Why are you right on my tail? Pass me.
The sign's still up, which is still pretty good if it's this lane only.
What's that?
The sign's still up for you guys being this lane only.
Yeah, it's a winter-summer rule. We're not allowed to be in the hammer lane. The very left lane, we're not allowed to be in it. So technically, it was illegal for him to pass me here. Down to 50 kilometers.
Sometimes I forget how much more I can see.
How much more you can see from a big rig than our pickup? Yeah, you haven't seen a beautiful road trip until you've sat this high up in a vehicle. Because you can look over all the barriers, over all the bridge rails, everything. You look over it and you can just see everything. The only thing that gives me more freedom is on a motorcycle. You see even more. As a driver, anyway. As a passenger, big rig might outdo. I don't know why the Model X is that slow. Maybe they're conserving electricity. Because they got the torque to go up this at full speed. Because I guess there would be an optimum speed to drive so that aerodynamics will really hurt your battery capacity. I don't eat chips the whole time while driving. I was hungry, so I asked for a snack. Beautiful waterfall. That's nice. There we go. Throw the chips in the back. No longer in reach. I'm not going to do on camera? No, all of these things I'm going to do on camera. It's going to be a long video. I got to pick my nose. I'm just driving like normal, as if anyone was. Jess is like, I'm embarrassed. I think that's what it is. You're so silly. Looks like there'll be a new trucks passing us. China Top. Was that a new truck China Top that loaded beside us? I know it was a China Top with a blue tarp, so. Nope, different driver. Got a way to go before we get to the Smasher. Look, there's like a rock wall up there. Another essential truck. Are they keeping him off of Highway 3 because they keep rolling over in Highway 3? I think they get a lot of Toco, Kelowna to Vancouver runs. Maximum 120. I wish. We are gaining speed though. So at the slowest there we were about 30 kilometers an hour and we're back up to 70 now. Is this a lane or do I have to merge back? It said merge on the shoulder, on the side there. Oh yeah, I gotta merge. Okay, it's not a lane. I thought it was a lane. See, I don't take this highway very often. And then there's a passing lane here. Why don't they just pave it right to that? Like from the intersection right to that passing lane. He's gotta be light. got loud tires on that pickup. What's that?
The trees haven't filled in.
Oh yeah, the trees have not filled in down here, or up here. Further down where we started, the trees were all filled in already. Here they're not. You can see some buds on them, but they're still not dressed. There's still naked trees up here. It's funny. Digital sign says 120. I like those new digital signs. That way if there's accidents or bad weather, they can slow everybody down. And along Highway 1 between Sycamoose and Revelstoke, there's some variable speed limits. Every now and then it's a slow, irritating speed, but most of the time they've got pretty good speeds. Back to climbing. Back to climbing. Look at that boat. Big sailboat on the road. See, I'd want to take the quad with though if we would ever. I guess if you bought an RV, self-driving RV, make sure it's got a hitch and tow the quad trailer behind the RV. You wasted more gas, yeah, but then you got the quad. Not everywhere. Don't take the quad down all the way to the US and stuff. But if you're camping somewhere fairly local, like a day drive, bring the quad with. Of course, I don't know how many hundreds of years before we'll be able to afford an RV, but I've just got to convince someone to buy a house with an in-law suite, let me pay $500 a month for rent to live in the house for 2 days a weekend, 2 days a week.
2 days a week, and how long was a week?
I'm like, why do I have to pay $800, $900, $1,000, $200 for a place that I spend 2 days in every week? 2 days. It's 4 days a month. 4 days a month? Wow, my math is wrong. Let's try that again. 8 days a month. I mean, Jess stays home a week here and there. But still, we're paying a lot of rent for a place we don't live in for most of the part. I can see why some people in the US, their owner-operator, get a big sleeper, and that's all they have. They just live in their truck. With the lighter weights in the US, it makes sense. In Canada, having the bigger sleepers doesn't make as much sense because that's taken away from how much freight you can haul. Closer to the Smasher. Like I said, it's going to be a long climb. Long, slow climb. Is that a fresh layer of snow up there? I think think I see a line where there's fresh snow up there. I think it's high enough that we won't get that high, but I hope we won't get that high. Yeah, like that. Except not like that. That's just a pickup with a camper on it. You can always get something like that too. Because there's stands that just lowers and you can drop it. Something like that might work too. So I don't need a huge RV. Yeah, we can live in this truck. A small RV like that would be a step up already. Canyon chain up. From here to the top is what they call the smasher. That's a pretty cool little gully there. Like, how did a river cut through that rock? And it's beautiful.
I have a few park there.
Yeah. Except that we're not allowed to park in here. I'll park out back there with our personal vehicle. I mean, in the summer you can get away with parking in the chain up area here, but this time. No trucks in left. Oh, it says no trucks in left lane begins, so never mind.
Back there.
Oh, it said back there too? Huh.
I think it's just reminding you to keep the chain on.
Just reminding you to stay out of the left lane. Okay. Looks like it's been raining more here. The road's starting to get wet. As long as those don't become snowflakes. It's very possible they could. That snow is definitely pretty low there. You can see it on that mountain right in front of us. On top of it's got fresh dusting of snow on it, so it's +9 here, so Bear snow shed coming up there. That snow shed is for avalanches to go over top of the highway. Because I've had people confused. Why do you build a tunnel there? It makes no sense. It's just so that all those avalanches, there's no trees growing there. Because of avalanches, they always take the trees out. All those avalanches can flow right over top of the highway that way. Okay, silly automatic, pick a gear. Not. 18 kilometers an hour. Every now and then it misses a shift like that. Seems to do it more frequently on the really steep climbs like this. Never understand guys with no lights on. To do, and then we're good to go. Of course, all of this last section is slow and painful like this. 24 kilometers an hour. Excuse me, sorry. Canadian, apologizing for coughing. Isn't that the polite thing to do? Yes. Still rain. Plus 8 degrees. Still rain. I see no snow, it's still rain. You think it's snow up there? I don't see it yet. Point. I only shave on the weekends. Can't be bothered to shave during the week. Ooh. Oh my god. Car carrier. Nice new cars on there. Land Rover. I wouldn't mind a nice Land Rover. Nice looking vehicles. Like it when it rains in the mountains. It just makes it more magical. straps on that thing. Excuse me. Some of the guys I see them strapped down, I'm like, it's not even legal. How are you getting away with running that on the road? And then the guys that are running legal, still, I feel like they're understrapped. I always strap more than my legal limit. Because technically my whole load, the bags of cement, I can throw one strap over two bags side by side. So the side by side on the trailer, one strap over those. Technically that's legal as far as the weight of those pallets go. It's barely legal, but you only need one strap. Except for the front pallet, you need two straps on that. I've thrown two on every single one. Takes a couple extra minutes, but it's not moving. I want that load to be secure. No moving. I strapped it down a little differently this time. I've got the straps going over top of the tarp. Yeah, that river's flowing pretty good. Looks like he's pretty far off the highway. I should be okay. How long have we had this new windshield? Still no rock chips. Kind of nice. If it was winter, we'd be plastered with rock chips by now. What's annoying you?
The triangles.
Those triangles annoy you, yes. When you guys put triangles out, what's the point of putting all three triangles right next to the truck? The point for the triangles is to give you a heads up, a warning ahead of time. Walk them a little further down the road.
They're actually supposed to be pieces.
I can't remember right offhand how many feet apart they're supposed to be, but a lot more than that. Two are supposed to be behind the truck and one is supposed to be in front of the truck. Brake check on the other side. Yep, that means we're at the top. Snow in here. Yep, definitely some snow in here. I guess JoJo is right. Our niece calls her JoJo. It's cute. She is Farmer Joe. Joe's been our nickname for her whole life, basically. Joe's followed you. Some speed. Four-way flashers off. And now we've got to start thinking about holding back, gearing down, keeping us slowed down. I didn't think about load secure, because there's no brake checks until we're closer to Kelowna, so I'll have to pull over and do a load secure somewhere between there, I believe. So if you could jump on your cell phone and do the math of stopping in Chilliwack to about where 240 kilometers is from there, if you have cell service. If not, you can use a GPS for it. Keep right, except why would I go into the right lane? Like, come on guys, why would I even think of going into that lane? I guess if I'm really slow, but you go in there and it's like, oh, merge right back. Silly little passing lane. 240. We've got to do a load secure before 240 kilometers. Might be Merritt. Might be, yeah. Oh, okay. If Merritt's 170, that rest area up on the connector probably is close to 240 then. I think that'd be very good timing. That's it, guys. Coquihalla climbed right to the top. "47 minutes with a fully loaded Super B." Not quite fully loaded. Not maxed out on my weights. My drives are right close to the limit. My bridge is close to the limit. Pup has probably room for another, I'd say 1,000, even 2,000 kilograms. So, but we're close. We're very close to our maximum weight. So, hope you guys enjoyed the full climb of Coquihalla and Smasher, all the way from Hope to the summit. I won't keep recording the rest of the Coquihalla. Maybe another time we might do the drive from the summit to Merritt or something like that. Might be another fun video to do, but another day. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that thumbs up. Tell me what you guys think of the 2-camera view. If you guys want to see the gauges, see my face, or some other views, which I'm thinking of doing. I want to put a mount on the back of the truck facing backwards so you can see the trailer. I just don't want to waste a $10 mount on a truck that we may be losing soon. I don't know. I don't know when we'll be getting a new truck, but if we get a new truck, I'll definitely put a mount on the back of the cab facing back. I really don't want to put more mounts on this thing. Once we get a new truck and the mount is going to stay there for 3 years, it's worth putting a $10 mount on that, but those GoPro mounts are expensive. They stick and they stay there, so that's good. There's a reason why they're expensive, but they're still expensive. So yeah, you guys have a great day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Kelowna, my prediction is I'm going to run empty to Klesnikov, pick up a load there, and head back home. Well, head back to West Kelowna, drop our trailers, and then head home. What's your prediction? She says go to Grand Forks and pick up a load there going to the U.S. for Monday morning. It's a pretty good prediction as well. So yeah, we'll see you guys. Like I said, have a great day. I know I'm having one.